what are the things we are supposed to pay attention to in order to make sure that we live our lives effectively in Finland. And among the things that I did was to asking random people who were doing these so-called casual jobs or blue-collar jobs, cleaning, vault. So everyone I was asking a question, so what is the other thing you are doing besides this cleaning? They will tell you, I'm a graduate, master's degree, international business, or I'm a graduate, engineering. Some people, they have been business managers. They have been business managers back from the home country. For instance, I've talked to most of my friends from India. Actually, not my friends. These are just random people I was meeting on the way. So most of the guys coming from India, they have been business managers, they have been sales experts, they have been recruitment specialists. They have so much experience. And not just that, even from my other brothers from Ghana, Nigeria. So I've talked to a lot of people, and most of the people, they have so much experience, so much profession. But by one reason or another, after coming to Finland, everything shattered away. Every dream was shattered away. So the question comes here, why do we have so many people who are coming to Finland with experience, with a lot of talents, but for some reason they end up disappearing from the radar, professional radar? Why does it happen? Is it because Finland is worse than other countries? And some people, mostly from TikTok, they are responding like, okay, now they come to understand Finland is maybe it's not a really welcoming place for foreigners. So they try to define Finland as if it's very, very bad. And now I'm being honest, I'm not trying to speak for Finland. I'm being very honest. Yeah, so they try to address Finland as the very, very, very like hard place. But let's take a moment and compare to where we are coming from. Is Finland really the worst? And I don't think so. I don't think so. Not because Finland is the worst, but the problem is on our journey to Finland, we all had some expectations. We had some expectations, and one among the biggest expectations that most people have is straightforwardness. I put it on the presentation. Most people expect when I just go to Finland, I do my studies, after I graduate, I get my good job, I get a good salary, I save some money, I send some money back home, and that's life is gonna be. So I'm gonna bring my family here. So that's what people do when they calculate things. Like things are going to be straightforward, just like that. And when things are not going as straight as you had expected, that's when you become too confused and frustrated. And I'm not saying that there are no people who are living in hard situation. There are people who are really frustrated, no income, threatened to be deported from April because of this 3-month unemployment rule. So some people are really going through a hard time. But the thing is, would it be different if you were living in your own country? Do you think you would have been in a better situation? I think most of the people, maybe not so much different. Even for my case, for example, as much as I don't have any connections in Finland, that's how much I had no connections in my own country. I struggled after I finished my bachelor degree. I really struggled to get a job. I was lucky because someone was opening a new company, and I was connected to the people who were called to that company. So they passed the tip to me. And it's the same thing which is happening in Finland. If you're not connected, you can stay long time without getting any opportunity. So the thing is, now you're already in Finland. So what is next? What now? What now? You don't have an income, yes, or you're doing cleaning, or you're doing what? Business. The question is, so what now? And my suggestion or my recommendation is that at some point we have to consider going back to the basics. Let's go back to the fundamentals. How would you have marketed yourself, or what would you have done if you were in your own country, or if you were in China, or if you were in Thailand? What would you have done as a talent to make sure that you market yourself? And that is here what I wanted to discuss with you. And maybe before I discuss this thing with you, I should what did I want to say? Maybe I will say it later. Let's go forward. So I'm going straight away to discuss now the 5 best ways that you can use to market yourself or to sell yourself as a talent to Finland. And I'm talking about Finland. This message is tailored for those living in Finland, but it's the universal message which should help anyone from any place. Number one, let us know that in order for you to start to be known, you must first make sure that those who are within your closest circle, they associate with your talent, or they associate with you in relation to your talent. They have to know your talent. But we are in the moment where, now I'm talking about Finland, we're in the moment where now your neighbor, someone whom you share the table with eating, it could be your classmate, it could be your schoolmate, it could be your roommate, they have no idea where you are good at. This is the real situation. I have a lot of people, I have to ask them, what are you good at? And we have been meeting always. But not only me knowing them, I could ask someone else, maybe they are living in the same apartment. So your friend, what is he good at? What can he do? Does he take photography? Does he dance? They have no idea. All they know is my friend is also studying the same class with me, or maybe if it's not the same class, well, he's studying master's degree from this university. That's all I know. And still, you would expect this guy to complain, why is he not hired? His own neighbor does not know what he's doing or what he's good at. So make sure that you allow your neighbors to know what you're doing. And so if you check to the title, I said you have to help and serve your peers. The point here is that discover what are the needs that your friends or your closest friends have that you could have helped with your talent. You have to learn about that. And when you have known it, you have to start to serve them. Maybe you can do it casually from the outside so that they don't see you doing it formally, but in your own mind, you put your seriousness, like, this is where I'm projecting to. I think this is the way Mark Zuckerberg started, because he built Facebook only for his friends. Good enough, he captured the interest, and within, I think, 24 hours, I think he had reached over 1,000 people. I don't know if it's just 1,000. I think it's more than that. And then he spread to other neighbor universities, and then it just went viral. But he started from the closest point, and this is what we have to do. We have people who are they can do hair works. Now I don't know how we even to call that. They can do this hair work. We have people who can do the barber thing, but they are waiting to be called by a big company, while the closest friend has to go out to look for someone to cut the hair. That could be an opportunity. So what are the benefits here? Number one, this allows you to start from your humble beginning, and you have a chance to grow without any pressure. No one would take you to the court or I don't know, or speak bad against you, even if you don't perform in the professional manner. But also, if you start to help your friends, those who are closest to your network, your classmates, you commit to the cause. And this is another reason why most of us, we have not attained anything over the long period of time. For instance, myself, I've had so many talents for a very long time, but I have been drifting from one thing to another. And of course, most people would say, because you don't focus. It's not true. The truth is, most people change depending on the relevance. You can't come here and then you realize most people need photography, and you're a photographer, and you would say, okay, I would stick to, I don't know, making the cookies because that's what I do and I want to focus on that. And you have a lot of people who need photographs. So you always change depending on the relevance. What is the environment needing at that point in time? And that is as long as you had not committed yourself yesterday to some of the customers. So starting serving some of your closest friends, somehow it helps you to commit to a particular cause. So even when environment changes, you had already put subconsciously some sort of a commitment that I must do this because I already know some people who are in need of this device or of this service or product. But number two, the number two best way to sell your talent is to join communities and to offer to help.